Hi students, Dr. Lindsay here. Just checking in with you for week 3. I do want to go over a couple things. Let's look at our lessons tab. We will notice you have a new case study that's being introduced, and again, it's not due this week, it's just for you to start working on now. So you can pull this up, check out these documents. But again, it's due in the next module. Just like the last one, you had 2 weeks to work on, you have 2 weeks to work on this one. So it won't be due until module 4, but get a head start because if you have questions, I can answer them now. If you have questions right at the end of the due date, not likely that I'm going to be able to help out too much at that point. So work early. Right, our discussion's going well this week. If you haven't already made sure of this, make sure you're using a citation, make sure it's an APA format, and then quizzes. A couple people have had maybe a couple struggling scores, and I wanted to bring up some important study information. So if you're wondering how can I improve my score, the best thing you can do is pull up these presentations. Alright, click on this link to the PowerPoint presentations. That will let you download those slides. When you do that, I'll pull them up here just so you can see how it works. It'll take a minute or two to get those downloaded, but once you have it in front of you, you can either print those out or type on them, type the notes up on them. It's really up to you. But I would recommend that you have it in front of you and then take some notes as you watch these videos. So when you hear something being said, you can actually write it down. If that's not the case and you can't always listen and take notes at the same time, maybe you listen in the car or at work or something like that, there is a notes section to these PowerPoints that can be helpful. So let's take a look at that. Pull one of these up. Alright, as this loads, maybe you've already noticed this and maybe not. We enable the editing here. On these slides, you obviously have information here, but you have even more information down here. Let me blow this up. If you haven't already seen this, this is just the narration more or less to each slide. So if you can't listen, check this out. Download this because this will be something that you can follow along with. And really all of that quizzable material is coming from these PowerPoints. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that, I would encourage you to do so. If your current study style is working perfectly for you, then you can just forget it. You don't need this. But if you're looking for something else to help, that can be it. Alright, one last thing. Your Module 2 case studies will be graded very soon, but not so quickly. My teaching schedule this quarter works out so that my Mondays and Tuesdays are completely packed with teaching, and I don't get around to any of the grading until Wednesday and Thursday. So I apologize for that couple day delay, but I will always have those back to you by Friday at the latest. So within the next 2.5 days, you'll see that score come up through your email. And if you have any questions about that, you can let me know. Otherwise, I will check in with you next week. Thanks.